Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com. One of the things we like to do here is educate people. This is not a site that is just about giving stock picks. It's about educating. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, or a woman, you feed them for a lifetime. And I think it's very, very important that people have the understanding and the foundation on what to look for in the stocks. Then you can get to the point where you can do it yourself. And that's power. That's where the power is. And that's what we're trying to do here. So we have a question from John, and it's a great question. I'm going to read it to you. John asks, what are your guidelines for selling and or holding stock positions going into earnings? Assuming the stock position is profitable, do you suggest selling all shares before earnings, or would you hold a full or partial position? If you hold some shares, what is the least profit level you would consider? John, that is a great, thoughtful question. By the way, anytime anybody asks a question, we're going to answer it. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you we're going to answer it in the first 2 hours. We've got things going on, but we will answer these questions. And I will also tell you this. We always just used your first name for privacy and respect. So John, here you go, good buddy. If I buy a stock and I have a decent profit in it, I'm up several points or more in the stock, I will sell some shares before earnings. So let's quantify that. Let's suppose I had 100 shares of a $25 stock and the stock's trading at $28 to $30 and earnings are coming out. I will sell off 50 shares, maybe a little bit more, but I will sell some off. We have to put another variable into this equation though, and this is important. What type of industry group is it in? Is it an industry that has volatile earnings growth? Is it a stock company that has volatile earnings or erratic earnings growth? It's not steady. We also take a look at the chart and say, what has it done in the past? If every time the last year earnings come out and the stock gaps down, well, guess what? I'm not going to own that sucker. I'll sell all my shares. I'm not going to sit there, I'm going to be the lone wolf on the beach. I'm going to be the lone guy here that knows what's going on. No, I'll take it out. Now, let's flip that coin and say that every time it gaps up, well, instead of selling half my shares, maybe I will only sell 1/4 of my shares if I have a profit. So let's lay out some ground rules. If I have a company and I have no profit in it and earnings are coming out, I will probably take almost all of it flat. I will sell it all or keep maybe 20% tops. That's it. That's it. If the stock has the week close, the day of earnings, I'll take it flat. I got caught in an earnings gap one time and it was brutal. I'm talking brutal. All right, 5 figures. It was not good. So that's the way we'll run that. If I have it and I have a profit, not 50 cents, okay, but several points, I will sell some shares. So another rule, I will not take all my shares into earnings, except if I have a huge profit. And that rarely happens to that degree, okay? I'm very cautious with it. If I have a huge profit, there's a couple of these that I've held some through earnings. If I have no cushion, I'm taking it flat. If I'm down in it, I'm taking it flat. If I have a good profit, I may let it all work, or I may take off 20%. That's the way I run it. And then the other kicker is this. Watch very closely and see what the earnings reaction is, which leads to another point that most people don't know. It's not the news, it's the reaction to the news that counts. And I don't mean reactions after market hours. After market hours trading is not always reliable indicator of what it's going to do during regular market hours. I remember about 4 years ago, Priceline gapped down and the stock was down like 80 points on earnings. Everybody's going, the stock's going to get its butt kicked the next morning. This is it. It's over. Gee whiz, the next day the stock gaps up 30 points. So Be careful, folks, with after-hours trading in stocks. So I hope that helps you. If I don't have any profit, I'm taking it flat. If I'm down a little bit in it, I'm taking it flat. If I have a decent profit, I'm going to take off a little bit. If I have a great profit, I may still take off a little bit. If it's a biotechnology stock or something like that, there ain't no way I'm holding that crap through earnings. Pardon my language. Be careful with certain biotechnology and healthcare stocks. That lays it out for you. I hope that helps, John. Good question. Keep them coming, sir. Thank you.